Hey Gina, I hope you're doing
Hi.
amazing. Thank you so much for accepting to give this testimonial that will probably help thousands of people to understand what we do here in the Beyond membership. So, you joined lately this group, and what was your status when you joined?
Well, I was already, first I want to say thank you. I think it's great with what you're doing.
Thank you.
Um, I was very focused, meditation, I do sound healing and Reiki and whatnot, but then I kind of lost track and I needed something to get me back on track. And I think with your membership, I know with your membership, the Beyond and the meditations that you do and the coaching, the weeks that you do the coaching, um, it helps me to get back on track. And it helps me to put things in perspective also. Like if I'm struggling with something, you bring it to a new light. And I'm like, oh yeah, I can see that. And then even with talking with the other members in the group, I think is special because you get different perspectives and we all kind of hash it out and there's like support. I think that's key, like knowing you're not alone and
Yeah.
there's just that support there. And, you help me really, okay, I'm doing the right thing. I need to, go in this path or tweak this, when I'm doing the work that I'm doing, specifically. Or even just like my personal struggles, that I've had, you definitely have geared me in a direction where I'm like, okay, it's not that bad and I can do this. And, you know, um, I feel better about myself when I'm done with your session, with the group sessions that you have. Definitely, I don't know, I feel like I look forward to them, first of all, because I'm like, okay, what are we going to talk about this time? And what can I learn from it? What can I take away from that? How can maybe I help someone, um, because then I could feed it off, and maybe help my own children, with whatever we learn too.
Yeah, that's
Um,
what we do, like, that individual focus within that collective co-creation. And by focusing on self-growth, what you do is like you help others at some point to make progress.
mhm.
And so not only yourself, but also like your kids, your families, your friends, your colleagues. Live by
Yeah.
example. That's how we make a change in the world, collectively. And yeah, thank you so much for being so detailed on how we proceed because we do a lot of things within that membership. And
Do.
how do you feel after the meditations we do? Because not so many
Oh my
people
God.
talk about it, but it's very interesting. Yeah.
I love your meditations. I I can go into it, I have been practicing, but even I think if you weren't practicing, you're definitely going to feel like it's just, and they're not long. They're not like an hour long, like you can get right into it so much faster. And, you know, um, you give like little tricks, like, oh, we don't need to go and go down the path that we were going. We can bilocate, like, you say it like it's just like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you can, and it just makes things simple and I just love it. I feel very
Thank
connected.
you.
I know I'm in different realms or dimensions and I actually see things before you say it and then when you say it I'm like, wow, that was a confirmation for me.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they definitely have helped me progress with going deeper into
Excellent.
yeah, my
Mhm.
meditations. I know, thank you. Yeah, I
Yeah, it's
love
a
them.
way to also like receive powerful light codes, downloads to go
Hmm.
along the way, at an individual and collective level. We use
Yeah.
certain frequencies, certain portals, certain stargates.
Hmm.
Sometimes we use a spaceship, sometimes we just travel in space with our light body. It doesn't really matter. What matters is what we do in the moment. And it's funny
Right.
because I never know what's going to happen. but it's always pretty magical, so it's cool and it's powerful, so people feel
It is
great.
powerful. And like,
Yeah.
and after even, depending on like, I guess my mood, it'll energize me or it will relax me, when I need it. And so it really does like, it gives me what I need, like I
Awesome.
said, the energy to, all right, I'm gonna go, do some work or whatever, I'm ready, or I can just now go to sleep and just sleep well, and that has happened where I've slept better,
Yeah,
because of it. So
that's
thank you.
awesome.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what does it represent for you, like an investment of $55 a month for 6 sessions? Because like a lot of people might not have like the budget to afford a therapist or
Right.
coach or a renowned coach or a healer or
Yeah.
whoever is able to support them out there.
Yeah. You really can't find this anywhere because I looked. Um, and just I'm in a big community of like, with spiritual leaders and healers and who does different kinds of modalities and I see what they charge, and with this is a little it's like snapshot, every week or every other week, whatever it is. And I think it just keeps you accountable and in balance throughout the whole week. It's not just once a month or once every few months. And if you break it down, it's only a couple of dollars, that session, and that's unheard of. You're doing it like
Yeah.
at least an hour, I believe, right? So far, it's been like an
Yeah, we
hour.
do average an hour and 10, depends. Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes longer. Depends
sometimes
what
longer,
topic
right?
we talk about and how deep and important it is for the
Yeah,
people in the group. Yeah.
yeah. And it's like, people will spend that on coffee nowadays, and this
Yeah.
is so much more. There's like no price tag for me. Like this is so worth it.
It's also a way after we do group healing events, it's a way for you to have a continuity because we've
Right.
seen so many people stepping out of the group healing events who are like suffering of isolation out there. It's
Hmm.
important these days to find your tribe, your community where
Hmm.
you feel at home, your sort of family, people you relate to, people you can share whatever you want to share freely without being judged, where it's a safe space where you
Right.
can be who you really are. Because like
Yeah.
there's that reality out there where a lot of people just play a role. Everybody's walking in the streets with a mask,
Yeah. It's like
and they
robotic.
never really open the book of their emotions, their life, their worries, their fears, anger, whatever.
Hmm.
And so I think in order for people to trigger the self-healing, to let go of what doesn't serve them anymore, like
Hmm.
you need to go and do that deep inner work. And that is not an easy job to do, but that's the real work. That's the work people don't want to do because it's tough. And
It
in
is.
the
Yeah.
end, you're so much lighter, more vibrant. You start to manifest a reality that
Yeah.
matches your inner expectations, in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's easy. Sometimes I press your buttons. Sometimes we go to ask you like questions that are bringing a little bit of discomfort.
Hmm.
But that is to help you at some point to really make a step forward, and
Yeah.
ascend. That's
No,
cool.
definitely.
Yeah.
No, they're definitely helpful to um go about your day or go about your week. It's definitely worth it because I always talk about like self-care and there's so many of us that don't do it and we need it. And like I feel like so many people are just like tunnel vision, and they're like,
Yeah.
just focus on just getting through the day and working 9 to 5 or whatever, it's just boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom. And there's that no self-care, and then you're in that rut,
Yeah.
and like having you as a support and your membership gets you out of that rut.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I had that meet, the meeting tonight, we're
Yeah.
gonna meet and we're gonna talk, and now I'm being pulled out, and then now it's like you're taking a new path, and
Yeah.
you're
You know
venturing
what's
off, and you're just
amazing, and I really love that, is like everything doesn't revolve around me.
Right.
everybody brings a piece to the puzzle. And
Hmm.
it's fascinating to see
Hmm.
sometimes some of the members actually helping someone with their story to
Yeah.
overcome whatever challenge they go through. And that's
Yes.
where the magic happens because it's collective co-creation.
Hmm.
I'm just like facilitating that creation, but then everybody is part of it, and
Yeah.
that's fantastic. This is
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you so much for
Oh,
your
you're
time and
welcome.
your testimonial because I'm sure it's going to inspire a lot of people to make a step to find their tribe. Doesn't mean it's going to
Hmm.
be our tribe, but you are more than welcome. Just go on the website, sign
Yeah.
up, and we get to work, guys. Um, Usually, I offer 2 sessions for free, so you can try the coaching group and you can try the meditation. So you have a broader idea about what we do here. Thank you so much, Gina. Love and
You're
light to
welcome.
you,
Thank
our
you.
sister. And we meet you soon again.
Okay. Awesome.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.